we've got a gift of an opportunity if one thing is right. If this space, crypto, goes from $3 trillion, back then it was $2 trillion, or 1.5. I said it's going to $100 trillion in 10 years. This is the fastest accumulation of wealth in all recorded history. And you're creating two things: massive, massive wealth, and also culture, the culture of the internet.
Bitcoin's rise past $100,000 isn't just a financial milestone, it's the ignition of a cultural revolution. With the crypto market exceeding $2 trillion, wealth creation is accelerating at an unparalleled rate, fueling a shift that's redefining human interaction and creativity. This isn't about numbers, it's about the fusion of blockchain, NFTs, and DeFi into a cultural and economic powerhouse, blurring the lines between digital innovation and artistic expression. Real Vision CEO Raoul envisions this as more than finance. It's a living, breathing ecosystem. NFTs, driven by crypto's meteoric rise, transcend investment to become symbols of cultural resonance. Holograms, immersive art, and digital ownership are rewriting the rules of engagement, forging a future where the digital and physical seamlessly coexist. This moment in history isn't just about cryptocurrency. It's about humanity's evolution into a fully integrated digital age, where creativity and value intertwine to unlock boundless potential for artists, investors, and visionaries alike. Watch clips from Raoul's interview to gain more insight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications for additional in-depth content. Thanks for joining us again. Enjoy the video.
Yeah, people forget this. Everyone's buying meme coins. They go up a lot and down a lot, as we know. People don't know how much money people made out of NFTs. And the reason being is really simple. They're priced, or the ones that we are mainly, the important ones, are priced in ETH. So when ETH went up from $100 last cycle to $4,000, it went up 40x. The price of CryptoPunks, have I frozen? Did I freeze them? The price of CryptoPunks went from like $2, 2 ETH to 100 ETH. So the price of 100 ETH and ETH going up 40x made ridiculous amounts of money. So how do I think about this? So let's say I buy something for 10 ETH. Well, when I started buying the art in 2024, the price, I was paying 10 ETH, let's say, for something when ETH was at 1,800. ETH's at 3,000 today. That NFT is now 20 ETH because people have started realizing it, because I kicked off a bull market by talking about this stuff. So it's doubled in ETH terms, and ETH is almost tripled. So I've made 6 times my money. Now, you compound that over 10 years, 15 years, you know, if we're thinking of the long-term appreciation of art in terms of value, okay, that can be very, very significant indeed. So it outperforms ETH is the point. Too early to tell. I think 2021 was a mania. So we don't know whether we're going to get back to those same levels. If we look at volumes now, they've gone down, but values are rising. My guess is we will set all-time record high prices for art. My guess is the Salvador Mundi Da Vinci piece that sold for $450 million will be broken by a piece of digital art eventually. So because of the wealth. So look who bought the Salvador Mundi, the leader of Saudi Arabia, right? The richest man in the world, buys the most expensive painting ever sold. But we're going to make a lot of very, very, very rich people in this space, and they're going to compete for this stuff. And it's social signaling, it's long-term savings, it's, you know, all of those things. So I think we will see preposterously higher prices over time. Let's see what happens this cycle. So as far as I'm aware, the physicals have been trading at a premium. My guess at the end of this cycle, the physicals will trade at a discount to the NFTs. But this is the very clever experiment Damien did. It's really clever. So we don't know yet. I'm guessing. For example, I get hit up every few days by a Beeple collector who said, hey, do you want the physical? I'm like, why are they all selling the physical? Because, and I said, have you taken it out of the box? No. So it's been sitting on your shelf for 3 years or 4 years. You've never been able to look at it. You've never been able to touch it. You have no value from it apart from hoping it appreciates. They're like, yeah, so I'll try and sell it. I'm like, fascinating. And so it makes me think that the physical is less valuable than the digital over time.
Raoul Pal explores the intersection of art, cryptocurrency, and NFTs, emphasizing Ether's price impact on NFT values. He notes that NFTs priced in Ether can yield significant profits when Ether appreciates, citing examples like CryptoPunks. Sharing his own experience, Pal reveals how an NFT he owns doubled in value due to Ether's rise. He believes NFTs have long-term potential to outperform traditional investments and predicts digital art could surpass iconic physical pieces like Salvator Mundi due to the crypto elite's influence. Pal suggests physical art may lose value as the flexibility and digital nature of NFTs gain dominance. He also highlights holograms as an emerging frontier, offering immersive 3D art experiences without VR goggles. Pal points to examples like Tupac's Coachella hologram and ABBA's UK tour, envisioning holograms as a bridge between physical and digital art. Encouraging collectors to focus on personal resonance over speculation, he stresses valuing art for its intrinsic worth over immediate financial returns. Let's watch more clips from the interview.
Everybody's missing another thing, and I've spoken to a lot of the well-known artists about it. Everybody's missing holograms. I was there at Coachella when Tupac's hologram was there. I was physically in the crowd. Currently, again, nobody in America realizes it. ABBA, which is one of the biggest bands in all of history, have basically been on tour in the UK via hologram. So hologram art means that you can have 3D multi-dimensional art without goggles. That technology exists. Sure, maybe for a museum first or whatever it is, but that exists. So when you look at some work like people like Kim Asendorf, I was privileged enough to see some of his work that's about to be released. It's very 3D depth, breadth. It's like, I can't really describe it. It's like going into the void of the internet. Now that should be a 3D experience, and it's probably better in hologram than it is with goggles, because a hologram really is connecting the digital space with the physical space. The goggles are connecting a representation of a physical space. So there's something there. So I think holograms are the things that slept on as the technology for art. Yeah, if you like art, making art, then continue to make art and get better in your practice and get feedback from others. But don't think about selling it necessarily. If you can, you can. I mean, Xcopy was selling his stuff for nothing because nobody knew the form, the medium, whether it was valuable. So just keep going. You know, if you're an artist, don't think about the money, just think about the art. If you're a collector, don't think about the money, just think about the art.
I love that.
Buy shit you like, but also look at what other people are collecting. If you're trying to invest, look what other people are collecting, who people are talking about, serious people, and then say, okay, do I like this style of art? Is this something I understand? Is it in my price range? And then you can start saying, well, there's somebody else who's kind of similar that I can find, that I've found them on Super Rare and they're a young artist. Great. But I know everybody says it flippantly, buy stuff that you like. It's because it's not an investment game really until it gets more expensive, and you know. If not, it's a crapshoot. So don't buy stuff because you think it's going up. Buy stuff because you think it's cool.
Bitcoin has recently surpassed the $100,000 milestone, a historic achievement for the world's first decentralized cryptocurrency. This comes despite a lack of price momentum in major global assets like oil, gold, and the S&P 500. Over the past month, Bitcoin has surged by 32%, while oil dropped 6.3%, and both gold and the S&P 500 experienced slight declines. This rally against global assets has sparked optimism, leading analysts to predict that Bitcoin's bull run could last until the end of 2025, entering what traders refer to as the euphoria stage. Bitcoin's current rally is based on a metric known as the long-term holder net unrealized profit loss, NUPL, which measures whether the network is in a state of profit or loss. With Bitcoin showing significant growth despite declining global liquidity, experts like James Coutts, chief crypto analyst at Real Vision, suggest that the rally could continue for a limited time if liquidity conditions improve. Predictions for Bitcoin's price by January 2025 range from a potential local top above $110,000. Bitcoin's growth from a virtually worthless digital asset to its current value has been remarkable. Initially, Bitcoin was distributed for free through the Bitcoin faucet, and its first commercial transaction in 2010 involved 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas. Fast forward to today, Bitcoin's value has surged, attracting major financial institutions and even positioning itself alongside some of the world's largest economies. Some analysts now believe that Bitcoin could reach $200,000 by the end of 2025, with even more bullish predictions suggesting a potential $1 million price point in the coming years. As we wrap up, do you think NFTs and digital art could surpass the value of traditional art? How should collectors approach NFTs and digital art? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, share this video, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.